Whenever I complain about any project, I complain to Trish about it. And she's so calm, like, oh, take your time. It's okay. Rochelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with you all today. So as you can see, I have a special guest today. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hi everyone, I'm Trish, also known as Tie-Dye Diva on Instagram and Ravelry. And you can also find me on Instagram as _fibertree. That's where I post lots of content about planning, journaling, and paper crafting. And you can also find me here on YouTube on my podcast, which is the Best Day Ever Crafting Podcast.
Yay, so definitely go check it out. So today we're going to be doing a part 1 and part 2. Today we are going to be talking about our story, our our works in progress, our finished projects, and all that fun stuff. So let's just talk about what we are wearing. Now, I recently did a video about this, but it is the Anker Summer Shirt by Petite Knit. I love it. Trish said it was perfect, which is a huge compliment for me. But yeah, it is wonderful. And like I said, I just posted a video talking about the entire thing. So if you want more information, you can check that out. But it is in the Drops Extra Fine Merino in the color Dark Heather. So what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a wrap. This is the Second Avenue wrap, and it is a wrap by Amy Miller. It's knit in assorted fingering weight yarns. I think it calls for 5 different colors. I've got some Hue Loco, which is the variegated color here. Some Plucky fingering, Primo fingering, which is their cashmere and merino.
It's soft
base. And then another one of the Pluckies is this one here, which is almost like 50% cashmere, 50% merino. So it's really cozy, and it as you can see, it's got striping and a little bit of lace, and it's knit in just these sections of texture and color, and I love it.
Yes, I love it. I like the eyelets. That's my favorite part. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about some finished projects. Did you just want to take turns?
Sure, that'll work.
Okay.
That'll work.
All right, so I'll just start with my works in progress because, yeah, in fact, this is my only finished project. I have a lot of whips and, yeah, typical. Okay, so we're going to start with the home cardigan, and this is by Kadri. So I'm working on this now. It's resting in the old yarn bowl.
Well, the yarn bowl is fabulous. That is so cool.
I love it. It's cedar and walnut.
Okay, we have to talk about that later.
Yes.
No, where'd you get that from? I got to know that.
Well, it was at the Carolina Fiber Fest.
Oh, I meant to ask you about that too. Okay,
yeah. So it's really cool.
That is cool.
They signed it and everything.
The handle and the body is wood.
Yeah, I think this part is cedar and this part is walnut.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yes, so nice.
I love it.
Yeah, you had to get that.
Oh yeah, I had to. Okay, so this is the home cardigan, and I have not done a whole lot yet, but I did want to talk about the pattern. So this is a paid pattern, and it uses bulky weight yarn.
Oh, nice. So quick knit.
Very, very quick.
Okay.
The bust circumference for this pattern is between 41 to 67 inches, and that is 105 to 170 centimeters. So it has a really good bust range circumference. And it's available for toddlers all the way up to adults. So you can make one for the entire family.
Okay.
Yes. And the yarn that I am using is Knit Picks Brava Bulky. My first time using this yarn, it was on sale, so I was like, let's give it a go. But it is 100% premium acrylic, and it's plump. It feels wonderful. I love working with it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Yes, it is really, really nice, and the color is beautiful. You kind of like that teal kind of color.
I do. I do. That's really pretty. It's got some depth of color too.
It does.
It really does. It's almost like I see some black, and it's really pretty.
Yeah, it's really saturated. Of course, I love saturated colors.
Yes, very saturated.
But yeah, it is beautiful.
Awesome.
So the yarn or the needles that I'm using So the pattern calls for a 10.5. Oh, what is that in millimeters?
Ooh, I'm gonna keep crocheting.
I know, right?
Is it
It's 6.
Okay.
Yes, 6. So it calls for a 10.5, which is I think a 6.5 millimeter, something like that. But I swatched like twice, and it was just not working out because I was getting like I wasn't getting row gauge. It was like lengthwise, it was fine, but widthwise,
It was off. Okay.
Yeah, won't working out. So I decided to go with a US 10, which is a 6 millimeter. So far, working out really well. It's hard to try it on because it's it's knit like back and forth, flat. But so far, so good. And so right now, I have a lot of it resting because look at that. Because I had too much bobber cord left over.
Oh my goodness. You got a bungee cord on there.
I do. It's a hair tie.
Oh.
Okay, so let's just pretend this is the back. And this is the right shoulder. So there's some short rows in here somewhere. I had to figure out short rows. Yeah, so
Interesting construction.
Very interesting construction. But it's cool though. Like I had to remember because I've only done short rows once, and when I got to the pattern, it was like I don't know, like knit 3 stitches past the DS, and I'm like, what's the DS?
Okay.
And I was like, double sided.
Right.
Okay, well, what does that mean?
Is it double sided or double stitch?
Maybe it's double stitch. Yes, double stitch.
Double stitch.
Yes. So I was like, well, what does that mean? So then I had to go and do a YouTube tutorial and figure it out what that meant.
Right.
So after I figured it out, I was like, okay, I got this. But it has a lot of ease. The pattern says it has between 8 and 10 inches of positive ease, which is 20 to 25 centimeters of positive ease. So I will say, like, when it comes to ease, as someone who is especially like larger, I don't always want the positive ease.
Yeah.
And I know it's like really trendy and popular right now to have like 10, 15 inches of positive ease, but it's not really for me.
Yeah, I think when you're smaller, it can be flattering, and if you're a larger person, it's just the opposite.
Right.
So
right.
yeah, it's like a fine balance. You want it to be roomy and comfy, but you don't want it to be sloppy and hanging off of you.
Yes, exactly. So I think I ended up doing a size XL, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. If that's wrong, I'll put it somewhere, but typically I do a 2XL, but I was like, I do not want that much ease.
Okay, so you went down a couple of sizes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I either went down, I went down a size.
Okay.
So the more I work on this, the more I'll talk about it on the channel, and I'll be able to provide you with like my exact measurements.
Right.
But I was like 10 inches of positive ease.
Yeah, and a bulky weight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I tell you what, I learned my lesson because I made the novice cardigan by Petite Knit.
I remember.
It's huge. It's huge. And I made the size according to my bust measurement. And it's ginormous.
Yeah.
And so I was like, we're not going through that again. Not that drama.
That's so disappointing after all that work.
Yes.
All that knitting. Yeah.
Yes. And I knit it. It was ginormous. I ripped it out, knit it again, still too big.
Oh, man.
So I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
We're just going to roll with it. But yeah, the yarn is so soft and super squishy. I would highly recommend this yarn. It does have like a slight halo on it, but I mean,
nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm usually not one for like a thick halo, but this is really, really nice.
Really nice.
Yeah, so far the pattern is super well written. Like I said, there's short rows in it, and it was really, really easy to follow. So yeah, that's my home cardigan. Doesn't look like a whole lot, but it'll start to come together. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I finished the right shoulder, and then I have to like pick up the left shoulder.
Okay.
And so, yay, that's my home cardigan.
Awesome. So is it my turn?
It is.
Okay, so I'm working on. So this is like a whip and a finished object all done. But I'm working on a granny square blanket. So I'm working on completing these huge squares that will then be joined together. And I finished 2 recently. And There's
Oh,
one.
I love it.
So I'm using scraps of fingering weight yarn. In the color scheme, it's mostly blues and greens and reds. I said on my last podcast, I called it like sophisticated primaries.
Yeah.
So this is probably the brightest color it's going to be, but I just love that color so much. That was from, I think, a pair of socks. So that's one square, and then here's another one that I recently completed. So I'm doing, it's 17 rounds of the granny stitch. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
17 rounds of the granny stitch. And I'm going to join them together with, I have a, it's like a golden metallic fingering weight I'm going to join them with. Yeah, so that's finished object number 1.
Your stitch definition is so good and even.
Thank you. It's getting better. I definitely am better at knitting than crochet. So with each square, it's getting better and better. So I was gonna, my good friend Stacy, hey Stacy, she and Joanne, hey Joanne, were making a granny stitch blanket, and they were going all the way around and around, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. And so on impulse, I just cast on one when I was with them recently, and I got to working on it, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do just the big round. I think I want to do squares because I want it to be portable. So I can take these with me. So like I'm working on one now. So that's what I decided to do, and then I'll join them in the end.
Nice. Have you thought about...
as I go.
Well, yeah, see, that's smart. Because I was wondering, have you thought about how you're going to join them?
Yeah. No, I really haven't. I don't even know how I'm going to join them, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, I have lots of help. You'll help. Stacy will help. So,
Oh, yeah. We'll help. We'll help.
So I know they will be joined.
Yeah.
I guess with a slip stitch? Is that possible?
That's one way of doing it.
Can you join with a single crochet?
You can.
Okay.
The last time I did a granny square blanket, I did the single crochet join.
Okay.
But join as you go is really good as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out the layout because I want some of them to be solid or just all one color. And I kind of want the solid ones to be like in an X shape is what I'm thinking.
Nice.
So, yeah. So that's my little granny square blanket project. And my goal, I need to measure these because I don't know how big they are. If I was to guesstimate, I'd say about 13 inches.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
So I think I started out saying I'm going to do 64 of these. Wow. Not 64. No. No, I think 36. Can you imagine?
Oh my God. It'd be like a super king size.
It'd be a house cozy. So 36. I think it's 36. But I'm going to measure these and just see how much I will get. Because if it's 36, then that would be maybe 4 across and 6 down, or no, that's 24. Okay, I'm not even going to. I'm not going to go there.
Well,
how bad my math is.
Oh yeah, I'm horrible.
Okay.
I was wondering, are you going for like a throw size or a bedspread size?
I think I was going for at least a twin size.
Okay.
Yeah. So bigger than a throw.
Okay.
But enough to fit on someone's bed.
Gotcha.
And enough to like wrap up in like on a couch if I'm watching a movie. Yeah. So
it'd be awesome.
And if it's too small, then I can always make more.
Oh yeah, you can add. I mean, that's the great thing about crochet grannies. You can keep adding on.
Yeah, which is why I haven't started joining yet because I really need to work out the math. And,
Exactly.
And the sizing. So yeah, but I think with this might be like square 15 or 16.
Wow.
So yeah, the rest of them are home. So yeah, I'm enjoying it very much so.
That's awesome. Speaking of home, I'm in North Carolina. Now, where's home for you?
Home for me is in Maryland, just outside of Washington, D.C. And we're here. Unfortunately, we had to come to North Carolina for a funeral. My husband's aunt passed away, so her funeral was yesterday. And I told Rochelle that we were coming up for the weekend. And I had this crazy idea we should podcast together. And I said she's going to think I'm crazy.
Yes.
And she jumped on it immediately. I was like, yes.
Yes. Okay, here's the thing. It's a bit of a fangirl moment because I used to watch your channel way before I knew. Because we met at a fiber festival. No, was it the fiber festival?
Or through some mutual friends on Instagram?
Maybe it was mutual friends, and then you came to Shenandoah Fiber Fest.
Yes.
And we saw each other in person for the first time. I don't forget how long ago that was. It was a while ago. Yeah, and so I had been watching her channel way before that. And so I remember she was in my booth and I was like, oh. And I was telling my husband the other day, I was like, Trish is going to be in my house. She's going to be in my house.
I feel so honored because I'm just thinking that if I can just get her to come to the hotel and I'll get a room and we can. She's like, no, you're gonna come to my house. It's like, oh my goodness. So I am in the Queen's Yarn Boutique podcast setup. It's pretty awesome, guys. You guys only hear when you watch her podcast, but I get to see the whole setup, and I'm taking notes because I need to up my game. So.
I'm here to help.
Okay.
I will answer any questions.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. But I'm so happy to be here.
Yay. Yeah. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
The husbands are in the other room watching a football game. So, yeah.
Yeah, they hit it off immediately.
Oh, yeah. It was crazy. They kind of have known each other, but not.
Yes.
Her husband has ties to my local town where my husband grew up. Such a small world.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he has lots of family here.
Yes.
Yeah. And we've been coming here for years. We were right here together.
I know.
All along.
That's crazy. Oh well, small world.
Yep.
All right. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. All right. So this next one, this project is actually in timeout.
Oh.
Yes.
Let's see what we need to do to bring it back in play.
Well, here's the thing. It's not my fault. Okay.
What had
happened was the pattern called for 670 yards of DK weight yarn.
I remember you talking about this.
Yes. So I had 690 yards, and I need at least another ball. Each ball is 110 yards, maybe even 2, because I have to do the sleeves and the neckline.
Right.
But check this out. Look at my bind off. Look how close I was to finishing it.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
That's enough to make you mad.
Yeah.
What, 20?
I'm trying to see if you have any left over on any of the...
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to order it from Wool Warehouse, which is in the UK.
Okay.
So I don't know. That's why it's in timeout.
But it's sewn. You gotta finish it because it's really pretty.
Oh yeah. I mean, as soon as the yarn gets here, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so you ordered it already.
I've already ordered it.
Good.
The only downside is since it's coming from the UK, I don't have a tracking number. I think they said it was dispatched on the 15th, I believe.
Okay.
So it should be here next week, but. Yes, I want to wear this so badly. I've already thought of outfits.
It's really, really... So it's going to be long sleeves?
No, it's a tank top.
Okay.
But it has maybe maybe an inch.
Oh, of ribbing?
Yeah, an inch of ribbing.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I got to pick up for the neckline, which is also about an inch of ribbing. So I kind of went rogue on this pattern because I was trying to conserve yarn. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to do the twisted rib. I'm going to do a regular rib. And then I was like, I'm not going to do the sewn bind off. I'm going to do a regular bind off because that's going to save me yarn. Well, epic fail. Epic fail, people. Epic fail. Because for me, when I purchase yarn, I already have a project in mind. Everything I have in my stash is assigned to something.
You're so disciplined.
Well, look, let me tell you. Back in the day, because I've been doing this video thing since 2015, and when I first started, I had a ginormous yarn wall behind me, and I just got to the point where it was like, okay, all this yarn sitting here with no plans is kind of driving me crazy.
Wow. Okay.
And after a while, I started giving yarn away, selling yarn, donating yarn, and it got to the point where everything in my collection and my stash I was going to use it.
Okay.
And I feel,
you have a project plan for it.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel a lot better. But this is the Classic Knitted Tank Top by Knit Crow Addict. Okay. And it's a paid pattern, but it's free on her blog. But if you want like the PDF version, it's paid. So I usually do that. But it's called for DK weight yarn. And I'm using Drops Merino, Extra Fine Merino in the mustard colorway.
Oh, nice. Let me feel that.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels really good.
Yeah.
So this is a superwash?
This is a superwash.
Okay.
But you notice it's really tightly spun. Do my stitches, like looking at the V's, does it look like one half is more spun than the other?
Not really.
No?
I think that's all going to even out when you block it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
I see what you mean, but
yeah,
I think it's just it definitely has a tight spin on it. You can tell.
Yes.
But I think once it blocks, it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. That's the only thing I would say about this yarn is that it's really tightly spun. But it's great. It's really good. I've used this yarn quite a bit, and I do recommend it. What I would like to do is actually crochet something with this yarn, just to see would I still have that same issue, you know? Because one thing I'm still trying to understand is like Z twist and S twist. I'm still trying to understand all of that. So yeah, I think this would be really good yarn to crochet with. So a little bit more about the pattern. The bust circumference is between 35 and 48 inches, and that is 89 to 122 centimeters. And I'm using a US 5, which is a 3.75 millimeter. And if I remember correctly, I met gauge, and that is the recommended needle size. And so, yeah. Oh, I have a bust circumference story to tell you.
Do tell.
So I have been saying on this channel, like, I have a 44-inch bust. And one day I was like, you know what? Why? Because I had two vests and they were fitting kind of snug. And I was like, why are these so snug? It's supposed to have this ease.
Right.
And I was like, well, we're just going to take a little measurement. Well, the lie detector test determined that that was a lie. I am a 49. And I was like, I get it.
That's quite a bit of
I know. Here's the problem. I was measuring wrong.
Oh.
I think I was going by upper measurement.
And not full.
Okay. That was my problem. That's what happens when you're trying to measure yourself really quickly.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, that explains the other vest.
Yes. It's two other vests. And I test knitted for those. So like once I had committed to that size, I had to finish in that size. Yes. But I mean, they look good, but I don't like really snug fit clothing. I like a little bit of ease.
Right.
And yeah, I ate up every bit of that vest.
It was well filled.
Yes, it was well filled. There was no ease left at all. So yeah, that's my vest. Cool.
All right, my turn?
Yes.
Excuse me. Okay, so my next finished object is a pair of socks. And here we go. We've got stuff everywhere. I've got a basket. I've got stuff piled to the left of me.
Oh, we're full over here. It's everywhere.
Full. It's like, it's all good though. It's awesome. So this is a pair of socks I just completed. And these were knit out of the Arnie and Carlos Perfect Pair, and finally got them off the needles. And what can I say? So the yarn is supposed to be wound up in such a way that you end up with two perfectly matching socks. And as you can see, that did not happen in my case. But it's all good. I still like them a lot. I honestly have to say I didn't enjoy knitting these. This is a superwash yarn, but it's very rustic.
That doesn't feel like superwash.
Yeah. They've softened up a lot since blocking, but, and this is softer since so you can only imagine, knitting with it. It wasn't bad, and if you enjoy that type of texture, then you would really, if you like a hardy fingering weight yarn, then you would definitely enjoy this yarn. But what else can I say? So I knit all of my socks on a US one, which I think is a 2.25 millimeter needle. And yeah, that's it. And also, so the heel, toe, and cuff, the yarn is already built into the skein for the heel, toe, and cuff. And it's really dark. So I struggled a lot, especially with the picking up for the gusset stitches. It was painful. So I was so glad when I got through that part. So I have to remember not to knit with black yarn, at least on small needles like this. It was a bit of a challenge. Look, I've got cashmere all over these socks. My cashmere is like through and through. But yeah, so they're complete, and I was going to give them to my son, but I think I'm going to hold on to them for myself because they're nice and hardy, and I think they'll work really well for like festivals and walks and whatnot when it's really, really chilly. They'll fit well in Crocs.
Yeah. So this is supposed to be black?
Is it black or dark brown?
I'm seeing dark brown.
That's what I thought it was too.
Huh.
But when I look at it, it looks black.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm having eye issues.
I have astigmatism, so we
Yeah, I just found out I have astigmatism, and I had a test for glaucoma this week.
Oh.
Yes, because my ophthalmologist saw something on my test, so who knows? But
gotcha.
It's dark. It's really dark.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I do think it's brown, because that's why I bought it, because I thought, brown is really cool.
Yeah.
But when I look at it, it's black, so probably not a good idea for me to knit with dark yarn until I figure out what's going on with my eyes. But
well, I do like the pops of orange.
Yeah,
it's really pretty.
Really nice pops of orange and light blue and red. And even though they don't match, I do love them. Yeah. Now that they're finished.
What I like about it is, I mean, they're self-striping, but it looks like you put so much work into it. You change colors every few rows.
I know, right?
I was like, it looks really complicated.
Did some Fair Isle.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And so the only thing I'm really bummed out about is, so you see how there's more dark on this sock than this, so it almost makes it look like the toe is much longer.
Okay.
But it's really not. It's just where the yarn ended.
Right.
It's weird. But
yeah,
they will be worn and well loved. They won't get thrown to the side. They're not perfect, but they're definitely wearable.
Yeah, I think they look great. I just can't believe that's superwash though. That's
I had to do a double take at the skein, and I said, and it said, it said superwash. Ooh.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So looks like I'm up next, and I'm going to talk about my Musselburgh hat. So here it is.
It's so pretty.
Yeah,
that color is incredible.
Yes, it's the zebra yarn.
Okay.
But yeah. See, the black is spun in there.
Oh, wow.
Yes. It's beautiful. It really is.
That is absolutely stunning.
Yes. Yes, I'm very happy with it. I mean,
yes.
It was one of those things, like, when I got this yarn as a gift, I left it around for a while because I was like, it has to be special. It has to be perfect. And I was like, what am I going to do?
Right,
so when the Musselburgh came out and I saw, it was like, you can use any gauge. Right. And I was like,
Yeah.
And you only need one skein if it's fingering.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Beautiful,
but anyway.
Beautiful.
This is designed by Yozoda Teague. And I am using a fingering weight yarn. But the great thing about this pattern is that you can use up to worsted maybe? Yeah. Or whatever you want. Maybe even bulky. I want to see somebody do a bulky Musselburgh hat.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
The pattern is genius.
It is. I will say one thing about the pattern. It is a paid pattern. When you purchase the pattern, you get a lot of information. A lot.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do is to read through the whole thing, keep what you need, find your gauge, and then you're good to go from there, and it's less overwhelming.
Right.
And for me, the pinhole cast on took me a while to get it.
Yeah.
I almost copped out and took the easy way because it's really similar to the crochet magic ring, and I was like, that's easy, I can do that. But I was like, I'm going to learn how to do the pinhole cast on. It'll be a new skill.
Good for you.
And so, yeah, I learned that. Took me quite a while though. And now I'm like, oh, it's not so bad. But anyway, I love it. And what I really love about this hat is the crown.
That crown is gorgeous. Yes.
That is beautiful. I love it. Yeah. It is a beautiful, beautiful crown.
It's glowing. That color it has an iridescent quality to it. It's really, really pretty.
I think, of course, I love the purple, but
of course.
It's the pops of pink, though.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Is that pink?
I think it is.
Yeah, it is beautiful. So, yeah, I love it. The head circumference that's available for this hat, it's from a 13 to 18 inch, and that's 33 to 45 centimeters. Okay. And it has sizes all the way from toddlers to adult. So like I said, you can make one for all your friends and family. Everyone can get a hat. And I know a lot of people are doing a lot of gift giving. And I think from what I've seen, people are either making the Musselburgh hat or they're making the Oslo hat. Those are like the two big hats right now.
Right.
Yeah. The Oslo is on my radar because someone gave me a skein of mohair, purple mohair. Oh. And I've been dying to use it. And so when the Oslo came along, I was like, there you go.
Yes.
So, yeah. But yeah, it's one of those patterns that it's going to be with me for a while. I think like from tip to tip is like 18 inches or something. Yes. Something like that.
Yeah.
So, I'm not even halfway yet. And this is one of those projects that I keep it in my purse. So if I'm waiting for something, or just chilling over, like somebody's house or whatever, I just pull this out. It's nothing but stockinette and I can work on it and, I don't really have to think about it. And so if I finish this hat next month, fine. If I finish it 2 months from now, not a big deal. I'm not in a rush. Yeah. I'm just enjoying the process.
But you got quite a bit done. I think last time I saw it, it was like right here.
Yeah. I tell you what I've been doing, because to me, I don't see the progress. So I've been keeping like a little progress keeper. And that helps me to go, oh, I did an inch today. Right. But it's hard for me to see my progress though. Yeah, it really is.
I know.
But yeah, I'm very excited about it. And the yarn this is dyed by Misfit Yarn. Oh. Yep, it is 100% superwash merino wool, and it's on her fingering base, and it's on her zebra fingering base because it does have the black wand in there. It almost looks like hand spun a little bit.
It does. It does. I've seen that zebra yarn, and I actually have some. That's probably the prettiest skein I've seen. Yeah.
Well, shout out to my friend Marquita, or Marquita Makes. Naughty Crush, because she gave me this.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Hey, Marquita.
Yes. And I was like, what am I going to do? Because I feel like when somebody gives you yarn, it makes it just a little bit more special.
For sure. Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm not just going to make anything.
Right.
And I went through so many patterns. I was like, I'll make a shawl. But then do I really wear shawls? And then I was like, So when the Musselburgh came out, and I found out that you can do it with one skein of fingering, I was like, yeah, this is it.
That's it.
But for those of you all who have made the Musselburgh or in the process, you know that you need to knit a certain amount and then check your gauge. And so just for reference, my gauge was 9 stitches per inch. And so that's how I was, that's how, once you get past that part, then you can figure out, you know, how to do the rest of the hat and how far out you have to go in the crown. So yeah, like I said, this is just my on-the-go truck knitting project, and I am just really enjoying the process because the yarn is so beautiful. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. So what do you have?
Cool. I have one more finished object.
Okay. I'm going to work on this.
Okay, cool. I finished my Fleur Shawl, and this is I may need you to help me hold it.
Oh, yes, yes.
It's huge.
Wow.
Excuse me. So this is the Fleur, and it is a pattern by Espace Tricot, which is a yarn shop in Canada. And it features, it's all garter stitch, which I absolutely love, and these sections of bobbles. And I'm holding two strands together. I held two strands together, I should say. I used Miss Babs, her Yummy 2-ply, and the color that I used is Beach Glass. And then I held it with Miss Babs Yet Lace, and that color is In the Meadow. So it's a fingering and a lace weight held together, which gives you a DK weight. And I believe I used a US 9, or was it a US 8 needle? And it's really squishy and bouncy. And part of that, I think, is holding the two strands together. There's something about holding two strands together that just gives you such a squishy, bouncy fabric.
Very squishy.
So you were the only modification I made is you were supposed to do the baubles on the end, but I was all bobbled out.
You know what? I was gonna say my favorite feature is the picot edge. I thought it was made that way.
Yeah,
I love that.
I decided to do a picot bind off instead of the baubles, which I like. I think I like it even better than if they were baubles.
I agree. I thought it was part of the design. That's beautiful.
And you know, I haven't even blocked this yet.
What?
Nope. And it's still, I don't know if I may just put a steam on it.
Yeah, I mean,
because I don't want to lose the bounce.
Yeah, you might. Yeah.
Yeah. So I absolutely love it. Now I'm trying to see where I stopped because I played Yarn Chicken and lost.
Been there, done that.
And I can't remember which side. I think it was this side. So I got to about right here and I ran out of yarn.
Oh, that's wrong.
Yep. So I ran out of the lace. Oh no, did I run out of the fingering? I ran out of one. I was like, oh my goodness. I wasn't too concerned because unlike Rochelle, I am not very disciplined when it comes to yarn purchases. So I was pretty sure I had something that would work. And it just so happened I completed a sweater a couple of months ago in this color. It was a test knit for Tiffany Lynn. And it's almost the exact same color. So
nice.
Can you tell?
No. Not at all.
Yep.
I wouldn't have known. But what I'm loving are these pops of yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a mistake or what, but it's quite a few of them. So maybe it's not.
Well, you know, from dyeing yarn, I do understand that sometimes dye breaks.
You're right.
And when that happens, it can change the color.
But yeah, you're right. Look at there.
Yeah.
And I think there's some pink, but it's not, you got to look for them. Oh no, maybe you don't. There they go. These lights are something else. I want to tell you. This is like next level lighting. I need some of these just no, maybe I don't. I'd be like, oh goodness, I gotta clean that. Oh, look at that dust. Oh, look at that.
Well, this section of the room is nice.
But they're awesome. Yep, so this is again the Fleur Shawl by Trico. It is a free pattern, as most of their patterns are, which is amazing.
I can't believe they just have free patterns like this.
Yeah.
I'd pay for this.
I know, I would too. And I'm going to totally make another one of these because this was just so enjoyable. I just enjoyed every single stitch. I'm a garter stitch lover. And I just loved every minute of making it. So I can't wait to wear it. I guess I can try it on to show you how I will most likely wear it.
It's crazy. I am not a fan of baubles. But this is beautiful.
So that's probably how I will wear it. And if it's like a super cold day, I still got lots of fabric here. I can put this in a tie if I wanted to. Or I could just put another layer and tuck it in like this. But it's really cozy. It's really, really cozy. I love it so much.
See, that looks really good on you. I'm like, baubles, I don't know if it looked good on me.
I think so. You can try it on after we finish.
Yes, I will do that.
Yeah. Yes. So, yep, that's my last finished object.
Okay, so is that all your projects?
For finished objects, I've got a couple of whips.
You can go ahead, because...
Oh.
Okay. Yes.
All right, I'll go through these really quickly. I cast on for another pair of socks. These are hanging out in this adorable project bag I picked up from...
I love it.
I cannot think of the name of this store. I'll make sure you have it for the show notes.
Everything will be linked below.
Yeah, but this little gray cat looks like my cashmere.
Yes.
So
are there words on the inside?
Yeah, meow.
Oh, so cute.
Meow, kitty, purr, and little paw prints.
That's so cute.
Is the lining. So I cast on for a sock on Thursday because I completed those socks. And here's my progress.
Wow.
On my next sock. This yarn is by Woolens and Nosh. This was a collaboration that she did with Denise, better known as Earth Tones Girl.
Yep.
And the color is Falling in Love. Mm-hmm. This is a 90% superwash Tarhi and 10% nylon. It's a 3-ply, it's 411 yards.
Nice.
And that's what it looks like in a skein.
That is beautiful.
And I am knitting it on US 1 needles. And I'm going to do an afterthought heel with these because I don't want to break up the stripes. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to do an afterthought heel in this color, the contrast color, which actually came with the ball.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, so that's where we are with that. This is my it's a campfire. Can you tell?
Yes, that's cute.
A little progress keeper. It's a campfire with flames.
That's nice.
Stacy gifted this to me.
It works with the pattern, though.
It does. Mm-hmm.
That's super cute.
Yep.
What kind of needles are you using?
I think these are Haya.
Okay.
I think they're Haya, but I don't think they're the sharps.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm almost sure that's what these are.
Yeah, like I'm so stuck on Chiaogu that I'm like, ooh, what's that?
I like them for socks because I didn't mention it, but I'm doing magic loop. And the Haya needles are really lightweight, so I don't feel like I'm competing with the cord.
Right.
Which is why I choose them for my socks. Yeah, but that's where I am with these. So that's one whip. When I finish a pair, I really try to cast on another pair. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just not much of a sock knitter. I did one pair of socks and it just about took me out.
Yeah.
But I have seen the Sunday socks, which uses DK weight yarn.
Sunday socks.
I'll have to show you those.
Is that Andrea Mowry pattern?
No, Lord, this is a petite knit.
Oh,
they
okay.
look like they might be like 2x2 or something like that. They're DK. Mm-hmm. I think maybe I can handle that. But for sure. Andrea Mowry does have some. What are they? The everyday socks.
The DRK everyday socks.
Yes.
Those are DK too, I believe.
Okay. Mm-hmm. See, I want to try those.
You could do that.
Okay.
And once I know people. It takes a bit of dedication for sock knitting, but it's just like your hat. And I remember when you started it, and you were like, oh, "I'm never going to finish this. It's gonna be." And look, when you work on it, I'm so surprised how fast it goes, even though it's fingering weight yarn.
Yes.
So it's the same way with socks. And then you veg out on them. There's nothing, if they're just plain vanilla socks, you just knit. And it's just so relaxing. But the kicker is when you make your first pair and you wear them.
That's true.
There's nothing like a hand knit sock. It just feels so good and cozy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yep.
Whenever I complain about any project, I complain to Trish about it. And she's so calm, like, oh, take your time. It's okay.
Right.
Like this Anker shirt that I'm wearing. If it wasn't for Trish, I don't know. It'd probably still be a work in progress.
No, I don't think so.
Because I was like, I'm so tired of this 1x1 rib.
But I have my moments too when I'm like, oh, and I'm going to have a moment with this next project I'm going to show you. Because I'm like, oh, what I get myself into. But anyway, this is another whip. This is the Chilton Cowl. Hopefully you can see here. So this is a pattern by Blue Sky Fibers. And I'm using this is their wool stock, which is a 100% fine Highland wool. Nice. So you need 2 skeins of the wool stock, 2 full skeins as the main color, and then you need a wool stock bundle, which is 21 of these in 5 different colors.
Wow.
21 people.
How do you keep up with them?
Because I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to keep. So I've got 5 of the colors in. No, 4 of the. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 5. No, it's actually 6 different colors because this one has to go on. This light blue has to go on next.
Okay.
As the contrast color. And so I'm almost finished with the first repeat. And I think I have to repeat it like 4 more times to complete the cowl. But the thing was winding these.
Yeah.
And I put it on a Swift to wind. Because I was afraid if I put it on a chair, then it would fall off. And it was just so, it took me a minute. It took a minute to do all 21. But they're done. The pattern is really easy. Really enjoyable. Do you pop pictures in of patterns?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
you don't have to worry
Rochelle will
about
pop
it. Yeah.
a picture in because these pictures aren't that great on the pattern.
Yeah.
But it's just one sheet. I love a pattern that's just 1 or 2 pages.
Yeah.
And I'm really enjoying it. So hopefully next week I can get quite a bit of progress done on this. This yarn is super soft. Even though it's a non-superwash wool.
You know, this is softer than the socks you were
It
showing.
is, yeah.
That's nuts.
That sock yarn is interesting. It is superwash, but it's really hefty and substantial.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, that's why we love yarn. It's just so amazing. The different
Yes.
qualities. I don't know what kind of wool this yarn is. It just says, it says fine Highland wool.
Yeah. I like Highland wool.
But it's really nice. And it feels like it's a really loosely spun. Mm-hmm. So I'm enjoying it. This color, I'll have to put that in the show notes too. Or I'll give you the link to my Ravelry page.
Yeah.
So you can see what the color is. But yeah, very, very enjoyable.
I like that. And the bag is cute.
This is a Fat Squirrel Fibers.
Ah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, her bags are beautiful.
Beautiful.
I think this is a Fat Squirrel bag. Hold on.
Let's see if there's on the side.
Yep.
Yay.
Okay. Finally, the other whip I'm working on is a sweater, and I am knitting the LYS Sweater. LYS stands for Local Yarn Shop, and you start by knitting the sleeves first, and this is as far as I've gotten. On sleeve number 1. So I'm trying to do, this is going to be a long-term project because it is knit on fingering weight yarn and a US 3 needle.
We're doing sleeves first.
We're doing sleeves first. I was a bit perturbed. I won't go into it today. You can watch my podcast before where I complained. I was like, what? There's a typo.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a raglan sweater, and it's got cables and bobbles on either side of the front of the sweater, and it's knit bottom up, sleeves first, and you join the sleeves when you start the raglan decrease, I believe. I believe you're doing decreases for the raglan when you start at the bottom. I've never done this before, so I'm assuming that's how it's done.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
The color is stunning.
Isn't it pretty?
And it matches your project bag.
Of course. And this is another Fat Squirrel project bag. And this will be the Local Yarn Store Sweater by Andrea Mowry. And the yarn that I'm using is this is a collaboration between La Bien-Aimée and Rosa Pomar, and the name of the yarn is Mondim. This is 100% Portuguese wool. This is a non-superwash wool. And it's really squishy and crunchy.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, each skein is 427 yards, and I think I have 5 of these, so I should have plenty to use. And this is called Amy's Flashy Lipstick. So, yeah, so hopefully this will be done before I retire. It's going to be a minute. It's going to be if I do an inch a day, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
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 So that's it, Rochelle. That's what I'm working on.
That's it? Okay, cool. All right, here we go.
So put that in the center, that little line in the center of your neck.
Here?
Yep.
Okay.
And then bring it all the way.
Bring this?
Yeah, both sides.
Okay. Ooh, oh.
That, like you're going to tie it in a knot, but you don't. So
Okay.
you want to bring the other side. Yep.
Okay. Whoops. Where the other side? Okay.
And tighten it up a little bit more.
Oh, tighten it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like up around your neck.
Oh.
Up. There you go.
Goes to show how much I wear shawls.
And that's it. You just let it flow, and you can like judge it up.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have a mirror?
Yes. Well, I use the viewfinder.
Okay.
How do I look?
I love it.
You like it? Okay.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Okay. See, I got to try something. That's the thing.
Right. Doesn't that feel good?
Oh, my God. This is squishy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like this.
Yes.
Okay. Because this is nice. You know, it's not like, it's not itchy. It feels amazing.
Right. So if you're afraid you're gonna get too hot and itchy, just choose some yarn that's super, that you just love, that you don't mind having around your neck, a super wash and
all of your projects smell good. Like your house must smell really good.
This one smells good.
Yes. I don't know. Well, you're probably used to your house, so you don't smell it.
I don't know. We have a lot of scents between diffusers and I live with a man and a cat, so I make copious use of air fresheners.
Gotcha. All right. So now we're going to talk about some new stuff, or what do you call it?
Acquisitions. She doesn't like that word, so we're not going to use it because this is her podcast.
No. Go ahead and use the word acquisitions. Like, does every knitting podcast has to say acquisitions?
No, so we need to come up with another.
It's like, where did the word
enhancements?
Okay, enhancements.
Stash enhancements.
I just want to know, where did that come from? When did the knitting or the yarn community start using acquisitions?
I don't know.
Did it just catch on?
That's a good question. Who's been podcasting the longest? The Knit Girls?
I have no idea.
I have to see if they say acquisitions, because we could always blame it on them.
Yes, but you know what though? Say what you want to say. It's totally fine. I think that's what makes it so wonderful. But I think that there are certain terms that like knitting podcasts use, even like the word podcast. So to me, podcast is audio only.
Right.
You know, like you listen to it on Spotify or Google Podcasts. To me, like on video is not a podcast.
Right.
However, in the yarn community, we say podcast.
Right.
And I just accept it. Like, of course, I know exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
So if someone says acquisition, of course, I know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But I just wonder, like, how do these words catch on?
I know.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. But I was just like, where did we get that?
I hate that word. Okay.
I'm so passionate about it.
I know. She was pretty passionate about it. No, we're not doing acquisitions.
By all means, use whatever word you want to use. But, you know, I've just gotten to the point now, like, I've been doing this channel for so long now. I'm just going to, like, if I have a question about something, I'm going to be like, why do we... I think when I first started doing my videos, I used to really think about, like, oh, should I say? Now I'm just like, now I'm going to question everything.
Right. Yeah, that's good.
So
you
now,
know, I'm the peacemaker. I'm
like, whatever.
I'm going to use acquisitions because that's what other people are used to hearing. So.
In fact, you know what? Let me know, or let us know in the comments, because Trish, you'll be checking out the comments if anybody has questions about any of your projects. So leave a comment just let us know. Are there any knitting terms or phrases that you want to figure out, like, where did we get that from? Why did we started using it? Even like little simple stuff like, what is it, UFOs?
Yes.
Unfinished
objects. Yeah.
Yeah. Just little things like, where did whips start?
Right.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I would love to know, like, how all that started. But
yarn history.
Yes. But if you all know, or if you have any phrases or words that we in the yarn community use, let us know, because I would love to hear them, because I have a whole lot more. I'm not going to vent today.
Yeah. But it's also like for certain words that you use, it's like sometimes I know I have to be cognizant that not everybody knows what I'm talking about. So on my last podcast, I showed a finished sweater, and I said I used the gleaner on it. And I just assumed everybody knew what a gleaner was. And my good friend sent me a text message. She said, "What's a gleaner?" So yeah, sometimes it's good to
That's true.
define words, even though you think most people know what it is, but there'll always be someone.
Yeah, and
who might not.
Yeah, we have our own language between,
sure.
Crafters in general. We have our own language. So, yeah, I can definitely understand, talking about whips and swifts and bowl winders. Like, what is all that stuff?
Yes.
I get that. But anyway, I feel so much better that I have vented to you.
Yeah, I know.
I really do. I feel good.
I'm glad you feel good. Yes, I'll call my therapist later.
It's so rude. Well, I'm going to share my acquisitions. Is that the first time I've said that on this channel?
Probably.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I bought some knitting needles. I love Chiagu.
Oh,
so
you treated yourself.
I did treat myself. I really did. So when it comes to doing like short circumference knitting, I believe is what it's called, things like necklines and sleeves, I am a huge DPN person. I love DPNs, and I have no idea how to do magic loop. So I was like, well, let's fix that, and we'll just get some small circumference needles. So I got, it comes in 3 different sizes.
Okay.
There's the red pouch, which is like the really tiny needles. Probably really good for like sock knitting. And then you have the blue pouch, like this. And yeah, you have sizes 4 through 8, and then you have your 2-inch and your 3-inch needles.
Interesting. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then
Really nice.
you have your cords, and they're blue. It's not like the normal Chiagu red.
So 5-inch. Oh, 5-inch, 6-inch, and 8-inch.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if the cord is 5-inch, and you're using a 4-inch needle,
2 and 3-inch.
2 and 3. So you could do some like socks.
Yeah. And then it also comes with connectors. So if you want to like put the 2 8s together and come up with the 16, it comes with that. Yeah.
Huh.
It's really
I'm glad
nice.
you showed me this because I never quite understood.
Yeah, I've been really
how that
wanting these.
worked.
Yeah, I've had my eyes on these for a long time, and I was like, you know what? Let's do this because
Very nice.
I forget what I was. This Anker shirt. I was trying to figure out like how am I gonna do the sleeves, and I was like, I can do DPN, no problem, but do I want to?
Right.
Because I was like, I mean, I don't know if I want to do 1x1 rib on using DPNs.
No.
Yeah, stockinette.
Probably not.
Yeah. Stockinette's fine, but like ribbing. So I got these, and then I got the yellow set. So the yellow set is the bigger set.
Okay.
So
they didn't all come together.
No, each one of these is their own set.
Okay.
So you have to buy them all
Gotcha.
separately.
Gotcha.
So I have a project coming up where I think I'm gonna need like a US 9 for the sleeves. So this pack only has 9 through 11.
Okay.
And these are 3-inch.
Okay.
Yeah. And so it comes with like your little square.
Okay.
And then these have like these really cool, is that white, silver?
Looks like it.
Yeah. And that's the 6-inch and the 8-inch.
6 and an 8-inch. Okay. So 6 inches plus the 3-inch needle.
Yeah.
Is like a 9-inch.
Yes.
Okay. So you could do sleeves with that.
Yeah, for the larger sizes.
Or 8 plus 3 is okay.
Yep.
All right.
And so far, I've used them on this shirt, and then once my yarn comes, I'll use it on the classic shirt. And I like this one because it comes with the little needle thing to like help tighten it up really well.
Yes.
And they all come with connectors and stitch markers as well.
Oh, nice.
So it's an investment, but
yeah, but Yeah, that's so you liked using the small circumference
I like it.
because I normally use a 16-inch for sleeves.
I have, when I did my novice cardigan,
Mm-hmm.
I did a 16-inch, but because this one was a much smaller circumference than the novice, and I don't know magic loop,
Gotcha.
I figured this would be the best way to go.
And that worked out good.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I got that. And then I bought this little pouch, which I thought was going to fit in my interchangeable set. I didn't look at the measurements.
Oh.
So I just hold both of these packages in here. And as I mentioned, they do have the red set as well. I think that's like 0 through 3.
Okay.
But I never use those sizes. I mean, if one day I do size...
Not yet. I was about to say.
Not yet. But if I do get into using those sizes, then I will purchase the red set. I think it's worth it.
Right.
Because it's like,
For sure.
I was to the point where I was buying new cords all the time. And I was like, because I bought some 8-inch cords for the Chiagu. And I was like, I'm buying all these cords. Just get the whole set.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is a bit of an investment up front, but overall, you know, it's like you like what you like.
Right.
And I really like Chiagu.
Yeah.
They are my favorite. And yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy them too. I do.
Yeah.
Chiagu and Haya.
Yes, I have some Haya. I have tried others. Like, I'd probably tried about 6 or 7 different needle brands before I really settled down on Chiagu. Right. So,
cool.
Yay.
Cool. So, I show an acquisition?
Yes.
Okay. Before I show an acquisition, I have something for you.
Me.
And the bag is busting open. So, be careful. This is a little gift for you for having me in your home. So you have more acquisitions. And you can edit it out or you can
oh my gosh. Obviously I like this color. Man, this is soft.
I know it is soft.
And you love plucky.
I love plucky.
You love plucky. This is pure cashmere. I'm not worthy.
Of course you are.
Oh my gosh, 280 yards of pure cashmere.
So that's enough to do a cowl or a hat or some fingerless mitts. Just something that's going to be really close to you.
My gosh. Oh, I never have enough bags.
No, never. It can be like a pencil pouch, a notions pouch.
Wow.
There may be some goodies in there. I'm not sure what
we like goodies.
Or not. I don't know what I put in there. Oh, yeah, I did put some goodies in there.
Yes. Okay, so some of you all may know that Trish is really into like stationery stuff, and I think this is what it is. Oh my gosh, yes. Ooh, gel pens.
Love gel pens.
I love pens. Oh, awesome.
Oh, I didn't realize that pack was open. They're both open. I'll send you the new ones.
I wouldn't have noticed. I would not have noticed.
That's what happens when you try to pack stuff in the dark.
So, on Trish's channel, Tie-Dye Diva, she does these journaling ones. It's just a video. It's a short video of just her doing her daily journals. And it is mesmerizing. I mean, just to watch her pages and how she builds up each page. Like, it's crazy.
It's another fun stress buster.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Journaling stresses me out. Because, like, I have a ton of stuff, even from you, and I don't know what to do with it. Yeah. I don't know how to decorate a page. I don't know where to start.
Yeah, that's one thing I feel like I kind of failed on when I had the business. I no longer have the business. It might come back again. But I think I failed on showing people how to use the product. I mean, some people know what to do, but I can understand it can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to decorate your pages before you journal or plan, but it does.
It
adds some. It does add.
It's amazing. This is so cool.
I'll get you some 4 packs of stickers.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even noticed. I would have. Oh, I love these.
Enjoy.
I'm a stickler for pens.
I love pens.
Yeah, yes. I find a brand and I stick with it forever.
Yeah.
It's the bag that keeps on giving. What is this? Oh, best day ever.
That's another thing you can never have too many of. I think.
Oh my gosh. Look at this washi tape. Nice. Ooh, that's so pretty. It's purple.
Of course.
Purple. Trish knows that there are no other colors that exist to me.
Right, exactly.
And so we're going to get into a little, year-long thing that we're going to be doing later.
Yeah.
And one of the things she told me is I need to challenge myself to go outside of purple.
Yes.
We'll see.
We're going to do it in 2024.
Oh, what is this? It says cocoa knits. I already know it's going to be good. Anything from cocoa knits. Oh my gosh. These are triangle stitch markers. I love these.
I love them too.
So I ordered some, brown girl knits. She does the stitch markers.
Yes.
So I ordered some of her stitch markers because it had like the afro and everything.
Yes.
And in that, she sent me some square stitch markers. And it's different than like the round ones.
Yeah, it's a game changer. I like because they kind of like hang off the edge and it's not taking up a whole bunch of space on the stitch.
Oh my gosh, I'm about to like switch out all my stitch markers on all my projects. Let's see, are these the magnetic ones? Because I know Coco does.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But then, if you have the maker board that's a magnet, I'm sure it'll stick on it because I think they're metal.
Oh my gosh, there's so many here.
Yeah, she's cheap. She packs them in.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh my.
Okay, so let me go with the real acquisition. I don't have a lot. I'll show these two together. So I am very fortunate to have several local yarn shops and fabric shops close to where I live. And on Black Friday, was a Small Business Saturday, the day after Black Friday, I visited one of my local yarn shops, and it's a yarn shop and fabric shop combined, if you can imagine.
Yeah.
And I picked up this beautiful piece of fabric.
That is stunning.
I think I got 3 yards of it. I don't know whether you remember my Soldotna sweater that I finished purple and I just had the crazy notion I want to make pants to match.
You should.
In this.
That's it right there.
It's going to be loud and really, really loud.
We like loud.
When I saw it, I was like, I think I want to do it. So that's what this is planned for. This is considered like an Ankara print, like an African print.
Yes.
It's not waxed, but it's very stiff, so it's going to have to be washed, which is what I tend to do anyway before garment making.
Yeah.
It might have a little bit of waxing.
I think it does.
Yeah.
I think it does.
In which case, I may not wash it because I wanted to maintain the... So we'll see. I have to do some research. But I just love this print. And they were having an amazing sale, and I couldn't resist, and so I didn't.
We like sales.
And also during Black Friday, another one of my local sewing shops, which is called Sew Creative Lounge, had a sale, and I just picked up this t-shirt.
Ooh. We love a good fro.
Right? It says so much so.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Isn't that cute? And I think she has some more. in the shop. So if you ever come to the Washington, D.C. area, there's a lot of places to shop between the fabric stores and the yarn stores. Lots to keep you busy. And keep you company.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so I have one, and I'm embarrassed because
It's a big one.
it's a big one, but okay, here it is. I bought a spinning wheel. It's an e-spinner. It is the EEW Nano 2. It is wonderful. They have the Nano 2, and then they have a bigger one. However, the bigger one is out of stock because they are upgrading it.
Oh, okay.
And so it'll be available in May of next year.
Okay.
So I figured I'd go ahead and get this little guy here and get started. But as you can tell, we're not getting along. I have some BFL fiber, and it's giving hot mess.
So we're gonna work on this when we finish. Did this ever uptake and spin around?
Once I adjusted the tension, yes, but it's like it'll take the lead yarn, but then when it gets to the fiber, it's not really taking it. I don't know.
We'll work on attention. We're gonna figure it out.
Yay!
Yeah. Cool. Is this like a sliding?
It is. It is. This slides back and forth.
Oh, that's so cool.
So as you I guess, I don't know the terms, leader, bobbin, whatever. As the bobbin fills, you move this.
You can slide. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But it's so cool. It has suction cup feet. So it's really nice. And it's adorable.
It is adorable. Can I hold it?
Yes.
Oh, it's got some weight to it, too.
It does. It comes with some accessories. Let's see. Oh, this is what it's called. All right. Let's see. How do I get in this box? Okay. So it comes with extra cords and extra, what are these?
Yarn lead. No, guides.
Guides.
Sliding guides.
Yes. One of us is a spinner, one is not. If you want to see some good spinning, go to her channel. And then we have bobbins, and each of these bobbins will hold 2 ounces of fiber. So that's really good.
Oh, nice.
And then of course it comes with like plug-in, but you can actually get a portable battery pack. People have taken this on the train, on planes. I even saw
in the car.
Yeah, one person suction cupped it to her window. Yeah.
In the car?
In the car.
Oh my goodness.
Because it's really quiet, and so some people take it on the plane. But you can actually use a portable battery pack, and so you can, take it with you.
Gotcha.
But I'm just amazed by how simple, like, the construction of it is.
Yeah.
Because it's really simple. It's got a little motor at the bottom, and it's got its tension, and then it has the Z and the S. So from what I understand, wait a minute. You ply with the S and spin with the Z? I don't know.
I'm so bad. And I usually spin clockwise.
Okay.
And then I apply counterclockwise. So whatever is, I don't know what the S or the Z is.
I don't know either. But anyway, it's on the Z. And then when I apply, I use the S. Yeah. And then it has like this little, I don't know what that's called either. It picks the yarn up.
The orifice hook.
Yes. Orifice. That's a new word for me.
There it is. Orifice.
It's so sad. But I love the magnet. It's great.
Yeah, it's got a little magnet on it. So, because this thing, I have bought so many of these because they're so easy to lose. And it's cool that there's a magnet on the wheel so that it'll stay put.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, I mean, he's come so far because the first version, I think he did like a Kickstarter, and it was wooden.
Yes, I was a part of that Kickstarter.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
here we go.
I no longer have that wheel. It was a starter for sure. It was a lemon, but he's come a long way.
Yes, yes, and he's very open with what he changes. He listens to feedback.
He does.
He really, really does. And so my plan is to get really good on this one, and then if I'm halfway decent, maybe I'll get the bigger e-spinner. Maybe one day I'll get, I guess you call it a spinning wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's like, I have back issues, so I wonder sometimes if I will be comfortable at a spinning wheel.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, you need a good chair. Yeah. And something where you're going to be forced to sit up straight. Right. And it's kind of tricky when you first start because sometimes we're nervous and we're all tensed up, and that's where the pain and the discomfort comes from. Yes. Sometimes my legs feel like I've been running like 5 miles. Yes. After I spun, and I realize it's because I'm not relaxed. I just need to relax and let the wheel do the work. But you'll get it. You will get it. All that's normal. All those issues you're dealing with are normal. And, I think I just need to go through the growing pains. Yeah. Yeah. And I will keep this. I will keep this. I will do something with it, turn it into a bracelet, because it'll just remind you. Look at that. That's so pretty. That's why I need you around, because I was going to snip this right after this video and go throw it in the trash. I mean, you can snip it, but look. Yeah. You could put some beads on that. See? That'll work. Yeah. But, so this is some BFL I've had for a long time.
and I figured it'd be
It's
nice
really
to work
pretty.
with. Yeah.
Do you know who the dyer is?
This is by Oat Knit Yarn.
Okay.
She's up in Maine. Yeah, she used to be here in Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah, and so eventually, let me see if I have it. Ooh. Nope, it's closer to me. Okay. Ugh. This is what I want to spin.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Hobbledy-hoy. Oh, they're
Yeah.
no longer in business, are they?
We were at a Fiber Fest together, and I was
Yes.
staring at this all day, and it was her last Fiber Fest.
I think that was the one we met at, too.
Oh, it was.
I think it was.
It
Yeah.
was.
Because I got some from her, too. I don't think I got this. This is merino bamboo and silk.
Yes.
She was so good.
Yes.
Oh.
So this
How
is
pretty
very,
that is.
yes. It's one of those things that's super special, and I do not want to mess it up. And I want to get good, and then
This is beautiful.
that is the goal.
Yeah, you will. You will. It just takes a lot of practice.
Yeah.
And you got to figure out the tension. And
Yes.
You got to figure out, your hands and what it's doing, and it's a lot going on when you're spinning. You got to watch your tension. You got to watch your drafting. You got to watch your intake.
Yeah.
But it's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
Once you get it, you get it.
Honestly, it's my fault. I'm a very tense spinner. I'm just like, let it go, let it go.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's me. I'm tense.
So why don't you try maybe like a shot of Jim Beam, and then and then
Not where I thought that was going.
right.
Okay, a shot of
Jim Beam.
Okay.
And then just go for it.
Okay.
Either way, you're gonna have fun.
Yeah, or either I won't remember it.
Exactly. So either way, you're good. If it's a disaster, but just one shot.
Okay,
Yeah.
just one.
Yeah.
Okay, self-control.
Yes.
All right, where can we? Okay, you talked about where you're found on social media. I'm Queen's Yarn Boutique everywhere. Check out my Ravelry because it has more notes on there. I'm dabbling with TikTok. TikTok is a scary place.
It is.
It's a scary place.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. I get on TikTok, I post, and then I leave. It's dangerous.
Oh, you have to let me know where you are on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean it's the
Yeah.
same name everywhere: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Ravelry. Yeah,
Okay.
all of the socials. I've kept my my same name for the most part, and so yeah, we're gonna do a part 2. Yes, we're going to do a part 2. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. I really, really enjoyed this.
I did too.
Yes, yes.
Hopefully it's not the last time.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all. But yeah, so until next time, bye.
Bye.